Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. We got Tony, a.k.a. Fingaz, on board again. Had a couple of beers kicking around that he wanted to do us the courtesy of sharing with us, so figure, hey, let's get him on camera. We'll run him through.
Probably a bad idea.
I don't know, man. Can't be any worse than Boosh.
Fair enough.
So, we've got another one from Oxbow. We talked a little bit about how you came by these. Thanks again, by the way, for sharing the beers. The first one was really good. I have a feeling this one's going to be similar. This is Newcastle Morning Blended Farmhouse Ale. This one is not barrel aged, so it'll be, it won't have the woody flavor that everybody got a kick out of last time.
Yeah. Yeah. I had another farmhouse ale there as well, though, that did not have any kind of sour flavor to it. It was a very, much more of just what you would consider almost IPA tasting a little bit.
Nice.
But so they kind of go all spectrums with it. So I'll be interested to see what they do with this one.
Nice. Yeah, and I like that because a lot of local breweries, they pick a style that's going to sell well and they kind of stick with it. You know,
Yeah.
They've got like an IPA heavy catalog. But what I've seen of Oxbow, they do a good number of farmhouses, but they hit the rest of the spectrum as well.
Yeah.
So they're not.
Absolutely.
They're
Yeah,
not, like,
there was
focusing in.
over 50 at the brew fest I went to, and it was all obviously brewed by them, and so there was you definitely hit all spectrums of different types of varieties. They didn't stay in that farmhouse. It was a really nice variety of different things to try, so they kind of, like you said, kind of go the full spectrum of everything.
Nice. I love seeing that from the main brewers.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's check out Newcastle Morning. I always give it a couple of taps just in case we got to knock down some of the carbonation.
You drinking my beer? You are drinking my beer.
We appreciate it. If it makes any difference.
You have to.
By the way, his Lady Plantain, as well as my lady, she's trying to say this is her beer. We actually have two more that she got while we were there, so she'll still be able to try it without us trying it as well. So it'll be fine.
I think I'm keeping these somewhat even here.
Oh, it'll be fine. And in new Fingaz technology, I'm going to show you that looks like that.
I've got to do something about a lighted coaster because that does really work out well.
Makes a lot of difference. And if you got a nice cup like that, you get to see the logo real well as well.
Gotta love the church beer works.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, sir.
Swap you around. Thank you.
Sloppy car.
So it is a pretty hazy one, just like that last one. There's a slight tinge of pink when the light hits it here, but I wasn't seeing it when you had it up underneath.
It's hazier than the last one, I think.
Oh yeah,
A lot hazier, and it does have that small sour, but it's very undertoned compared to the last one, I think.
nice. I mean, you can tell it's a really light colored beer, but with the haziness, it makes it look a lot darker.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what you mean.
Yeah. There's a complete different smell to it, although you can still smell the undertones of the sour.
I'm almost getting floral off of that. I don't know.
A little bit. There's like a floral. I don't want to call it sweet, but yeah, maybe floral is a better term for it on the back end of the smell.
I was going to say hint of sweetness too, so I think you're right there.
Interesting. It doesn't smell as sour, but it's almost more sour tasting.
It hits you.
And it's not. Yeah, I think it has a little more of the. Although again, I feel like with this sour, it's like it disappears quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Not as quickly as the last one though. I feel like it still sits around a little bit more on the tongue.
It's on the back of the palate too.
Yeah. I mean, I think actually probably less flavorful than the last one. Crisp like the last one, but
Yeah.
nothing that jumps out at me like the previous.
Yeah, it's not sticking around. It's not as mind-blowing, I guess, or not as forward.
Yeah.
But I am getting some floral notes after in the finish, and maybe a little hint of something else, maybe some bitterness. It doesn't sound like it's a particularly hoppy beer, but I'm almost getting a hint of hoppy bitterness. hoppiness there.
Yeah, which is even more confusing because, like you said, there's nothing hoppy in the front. So is the bitter coming from the hops or something else that they're adding or in their process?
Mm-hmm. This one's messing with my head a little bit, and I kind of like it.
It's like I don't know what to think about it, and that confuses me and makes me a little bit enjoying it even a little bit more. Yeah, that's I'd say for me that's if I have to compare it to other sours, like I said, the sour that we just had from Oxbow in a previous review, I think I'm gonna only hit it with a 2.5.
Wow. I was gonna hit it with a 3.
Yeah,
so
I can see that. It's just the other one was I feel like I can drink this. Sure, this is good, but if I had the choice, I would definitely grab the other one first. It does hit you so much more.
It's a little more bold. Whereas this one seems understated.
Exactly. Yeah. This is so understated and it just kind of feels like you're drinking a sour beer, you know it, but it's not, like you said, there's nothing that really jumps out at me that makes me want to say I want to put this over an average sour.
And there's something really clean about it.
There is. Both of them have and this has a very crisp, like you said, a clean. It doesn't stick with you that long. They seem to be, they've done really well with their sours in doing that, where you get that flavor, but it doesn't sit with you all day. And that's one of my biggest problems with a lot of beers is that aftertaste, and that if it sits with you too long, especially if the flavor changes to a flavor you didn't like at the beginning and ends with a finish you're not particularly caring for.
It's going to wreck the rest of your day.
Yep, exactly.
That's all you'll be tasting.
Right.
So still another really solid offering from Oxbow. Not quite as high marks as the previous one, but they've got a huge catalog, lots of beers.
Sure do.
We'll be trying to hit some more of them over time. But again, thanks a lot for sharing these 2 beers. They were definitely worth checking out.
Absolutely, anytime, man. I
appreciate you sitting in too.
Absolutely,
I
really
a little variety on the channel.
And anybody who watches this channel should know this is the guy I go to for beer. If I have a question, I just send him a picture of a fridge with beers in it and go, which one should I try first? And he normally knows at least most of them and which ones to go for. So
that's one of the benefits of being an alcoholic.
Yeah, so if you're wondering exactly what you should be drinking for beer, you should probably check to see if this guy's got a review of it first. Especially if you're going to be spending the money some of the beers these cost. It's nice to know that someone's taking the shot monetarily for you to check it out.
I've saved a few people some money talking about you, Larry. I don't know if you're watching this particular video, but appreciate the shout out. Anyway, that's just what we got to say about these beers. Appreciate you playing me up. Hit us up down in the comments. The email link down below. Love to hear what you have to say about Newcastle Morning. I messed up the other. Aha! I got it in one shot. Newcastle Morning or any other Oxbow beers. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
Hey, that just made me laugh.
Yeah.
Stop it.
My freaking buddy Boosh does that to me all the time. He knows I'm going to laugh every time I hear it, so he says it right before we start filming. He's a prick. Sometimes. It's usually me, but sometimes
like we're running out of hat.
All right, game face rabbit. Let's go.
3.
2 man.
Now, you do realize that if the numbers go way up on this one, I might be hitting you up to actually sit in for Boosh more often.
Okay, that's fine.